Alright, that was a little bit longer than I thought. I checked my email and had gotten something from somebody I hadn't seen yet. And they were asking for me to answer some questions about game development, so I did that. So that took a little bit of time. But so we're going to try and do this at a very high rate of speed here. So we now have our plugin stuff here. Let's go back over. So we've got the synthesis, repair, durability, refine, param decrease and increase colors, the requirement not met colors. What else? What else do we might need? What else? What else might we need? I think that's probably it for the basic stuff. So now comes the interesting part. So now we're going to bring the parameters in. Let me just create a. We already have the parameters thing. I'm just go grab how we do it here. I'll just modify it and change it based on what we need. So plug in parameters. Right. So invalid color. We can keep that. Well, we'll call it R invalid, requirement invalid color. We'll call it param increase color. And then param decrease color. Then we need our various things for the systems. So repair, refine, and durability. Well, repair, durability, and synthesis. So B. So we'll say refine sys active. B. Synthesis active. And then B. Repair sys active. Technically, that should be is on all of these. Boolean variables or variable names are supposed to be in the form of a question. So B, is repair system active? Yes or no? True or false? Alright, so you basically just want to do something similar to these, so we don't want to have that part in here. And this is going to be true or false. Well, true, and it'll set it to true or false, depending on what the value returned is. So, let's grab requirements not met color. Place the name down here. Param increase color. And param decrease color. And then, so refine or refinement system, refine system, refine synthesis and repair and durability system. So refine system, synthesis system, and then the repair and durability system. Alright, so I got those. So now we need to go change the code where these would normally show up or need to be handled at. So, this is going to be interesting. So, the refine and so repair the repair system, we have to disable the durability system. So to do that, we have to disable the damage. So we'll need to still keep the function here that we have overridden, but we'll need to not execute our new code. So So if B is what did I call that name? Is repair system? Yeah, is repair system active. B is that should be F. B is repair sys active. If it is, then we do this. If not, then we don't really care about it, and we don't need to do anything. All this does is just modifies the value if the durability is at 0. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything. Now down here, though, we need to also add it. This is the what modifies the durability. Alright, so the durability system, at least the damage, weapon damage system is, well, yeah, the durability system is disabled or enabled now, based on that. So everything else, really, well, the refined system. So if we don't have if the refined system isn't disabled, we don't need to run this. So if only if B is refined sys active. Let's see what else. Update help. Clear nulls, that needs to stay. That needs to stay. Anything else that could be enabled or disabled based on that? I don't think so. Everything else is pretty much just part of the weapon system in general. At least up here. Now down in our code, however, we do need to do some changes based on that. So, we probably shouldn't create windows if we don't need them. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to say if B is, this is donor, so B if synthesis, or synthesis, I think I called it synthesis, active. So synthesis system is active, then we want to do the donor window and the synth window. We'll have to do them separately, though, I think, because we have to do them in a specific order, I believe, to get the proper values for the sizes. If B is synth sys active. If B is repair sys active. What else do we need? Refined system. If B is refined sys active. Alright, so that's fine there. So next we need to go to the down here into the code and disable certain things. Or change how they're being set up. Like, for example, we don't want to have the well, I guess it really doesn't matter because these would never call anyway, so we don't have to do anything with weapon stat window. However, actually, yes, we do. If we don't have refinement or durability, we need to remove those from the status window entirely. So, and then we need to also change the options on the action pane. Well, if we can't refine, this will never get used. But at the same time, let's say it this way. Okay, now up here where we changed that, let's change it back on the naming, because what if the system is enabled and we do have a refine on it, but the refinement system is disabled through our plugin command temporarily for whatever reason in the game, maybe some story related reason, then we should be able to still still see if a weapon is a plus weapon or not. So let's go ahead and undo that change I did to the window item list. If I can find the damn thing. Here it is. The durability stuff, though, no, that will stay off. Even if it wasn't enabled in the first place. If it wasn't enabled originally, then disabled in the game, it won't run at all. So, let's see. Now back down here. So leave that the way it is. Donor list, don't have to worry about that. So now the weapon window itself, or the status window itself. So if we don't draw the refine, the durability will just move over to where the refine is at because of where this X value is. So we'll leave the X on the outside of this. So if B is refine sys active, if B is repair sys active, and we'll still bring in the all the information to the weapons, even if we have the system disabled originally, just because we don't want to malform the weapons in the save file, and also it can still be enabled after the game starts from within the game. So we still need that in case of that. So now we need to do the same thing here as well. So durability, refine. If B is refine sys active, if B is repair sys active. So now, weapon experience, definition, refine. Here we are. If B is refine sys active, so if so why does that reset text color there? When we're not actually changing the text color. So it's changing for level, resetting, draw text, draw text. There's no change color here, but there should be. Oh, I see. We're changing it up here. That wouldn't work though, because then we'd also change the yeah, no, this won't work up here. So we'll need to set it down here. So where were we? Here is active, and then if B is repair sys active. Actually, we can put that inside of it. Now, whoops. Inside of here, though, we now need to say if. So we have to do if this underscore ref level is 0. If this underscore underscore ref level equals 0, then we want to change, and then the new durability weapon level is greater than 0. If new durability weapon level is greater than, it's not equal to 0, then we want to call not that, but is this dot change text color to param increase. So param inc or p inc color. Okay, ref info. So we do have to handle the durability system in here if it's active. So p ink color. B is repair sys active. Oops. Make sure we get it all in there. Set P ink color. There should be one that's a different color for experience on this one. Or at least it should have been. It's not there though. So we will change it then. This dot change text color to p deck color. I'll reset it. Okay, so now synth info. Also need refine and durability. So description, so this is ref, alright. If B is refine sys active, if B is repair sys active, actually what we should do is pull this outside of it, so that way we don't have to reset it in the repair sys section. Because if this is in here and this isn't active, then it'll be the regular color instead of what it should be. It's better to change it out here and then modify these if we need to. Or then reset it rather than just having to do it twice there. So that's fine, that's fine. P ink color. Repair info. So on this one we just need to modify the refine. Because this window will not show if the repair system's not active already, so. Alright, signs, all this stuff is fine. So now, we need to start kind of piecemealing this up. So the only initial one will be level up. And I'll say if B is refine sys active, if B is synth sys active, and then if B is repair sys active, then obviously we'll add cancel at the bottom. So this dot underscore com list. So refine. Synthesize, and this to underscore com list. Repair. Okay. So obviously this, then we also have to add each individual one. So list underscore help text list dot push. We'll also have to change how this works because we'll need to be able to update this list if we need to. So we'll have to put this into like a prepare window function or something, like we do with the other ones. And then obviously the last will be this underscore comlist.push cancel. Okay. Actually, we do need that extra row. Stop. Prepare window. Or rather than this dot build comlist. So make sure we set them when we're doing this so that if we already have values, we're not just adding on top of them. Help text. Okay, so great, now we gotta do more complex stuff here. So if B is synthesis active, so if the synthesis system is active, this runs. So not synthed, level up opacity, else if this and actually we don't need to do anything here because the refine system will never be active. Well, the refine system is not active. The refine list index will never come up. Same thing for the else. The refine will never come up, so that's fine. Now, if it's synthed and not synthed, then if it's this or this, then that else, which is fine as well. Now, if not synthed, so if this is not true, then we just want to run this intersection down here again. On refactor, we'll probably stuff that into its own function and call it this code here, since we're using it twice. So if we don't have a synth, if the synth system's not active, we don't care about the rest of this, so we just want to use this. Although we still want this bit too. Okay. we need to do the same thing here. If B is sys active, else. We don't really care about this because the if the ref system is not enabled, then it will never not equal. Well, setup costs for window level up. So if we have a refine, but the refine system is disabled, do we still want to be able to? Yeah, so that should still be there. As if we have a refined, but the refined system is disabled, that doesn't mean we're necessarily disabling the cost increases from having a refined weapon. So that's fine. So commands are fine, those are fine. Draw recs, those are fine. And again, we don't really care about this. In terms of having to disable anything. What about down here? So update gold, that's fine. Refine window, again, all these other things are just the windows. We don't really care about them because they won't be called if their systems are not active, so we don't really care about them. Alright, let's go ahead and close this, and let's go to the plugin. Okay. So we got our base stuff here. So I just want to turn off all this. And I want to see what happens with the, if anything really goes screwy or not. Apply, save, run. Well, let's we'll run through the basic stuff here really quick. Got about 10 minutes. Well, so far so good. No crashes on load. Alright, let's go to equipment. Equip sword. Darkness, that looks like it's working. Alright, let's go to the refine system. Yay, we do have an issue. Alright, some sort of malformed code probably. After argument list on line 1775. Oh, yeah. That would help, wouldn't it? Okay, not seeing any issues. Should load or open now. The blacksmith scene should open now. Is B refined sys active is not defined? That's interesting. Oh, typo. Okay. God. Here we go again. Typos to the rescue. or typos to the not rescue, I guess. 1382. $13.82. Alright, level up, cancel, perfect. Not showing, perfect. Yay, not defined. Awesome. What is it this time? B. No, it's repair again. We said reap ear or something. Let's see how many times did I use that. Control find. Is reap ear. Looks like that's the only other time I used that typo, so good. At least over in here. Alright, so go to new game. Go to grab those. Let's go and equip Katana onto Herald. Go grab our quick experience and gold. Unequip it. Okay, everything else looks fine. Yeah, everything else is still working. And then once you get to level up, yeah, the refine system's gone. Alright, we don't have the cancel in there either. I haven't done any of the cancel stuff for this. Okay. So that's all good. Let's go ahead and hit F5 real quick. I want to check the durability system and make sure that it's actually that disabling it hasn't broken anything on attacking enemies. So I think that the swords have it as well now. Yeah, I think they do. So let's go over here now and we attack. Okay, regular damage, that's fine. Alright, so looks like that's good. Okay, let's try saving now. Okay, let's go to title and load it. All the label parameters seem to work just fine. There's still some we'll need to do down in here, I think, but I think for the most part we got them all. Continue. Obviously I'm not going to be able to release it this morning, so I'll have to do it tonight. Loading, no issue. Yep, no issue. Alright, cool. Well, that's interesting, we got a bow in there. That wasn't there before. I think that might have been an issue with the file, actually. Let me just save it in a new file. Because we saved over. Well, we did save over, didn't we? No, we're pulling off the last weapon. So the last weapon's getting pushed into the... And it's only that one, because if it was duplicating again, we would have more than one sword. It's just pulling the last sector's weapons getting pulled out of here for some reason. We'll need to figure that out. But everything is working now with the plugin parameters in place, which is good. We'll create some plugin commands later on tonight to then also modify those values, and then I can I'll stop the stream once we get that done and figure out that one issue that we just found now, and then I'll stop the stream and build this out into a proper demo, and then release it sometime tomorrow night or tonight. So, thanks for watching the stream. If you watched it live, if you're watching it on YouTube afterwards and you have any comments or questions, leave them below. And I will see you later.